Another story from the internet, baseball related. This man. Now I'm going to bring him up, make him a little bigger for you. This is John Oliver from the Emmy-winning HBO political satire comedy series Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. He is English, obviously, and he recently did a segment on his show. Like, you guys see how I do this show? I took a lot from how him and John Stewart do their show, put it together. So recently, he ended an episode with an 11-minute segment focused on the wild world of minor league baseball. Boys and girls, if he only knew, that's all I have to say. And now anyone who hasn't watched the show are really against watching it for reasons. We're not going to talk about what he talks about on the show. Usually, we're going to talk about the baseball, okay? So don't worry. You don't have to turn the stream off. Most of the segment was spent celebrating gimmicks and mishaps that give the MILB so much character, but Oliver wasn't completely satisfied with every team's efforts. So he was talking about the crazy names, the trash pandas, all this kind of stuff, how it's changed over the years. But he's noticed some teams haven't really understood the assignment the same way this other ones did. So here's a quote. Here's a quote from the episode, and this is what he decided to do. So anyone who doesn't know, they like to bring the show into the world. And they've done some master trolling. Like they once tried to offer a bribe straight up to a Supreme Court justice and see if they'd take it. They didn't, thank God. So here's the quote. We are willing to use all of our resources and stupidity to give one minor league baseball team a total rebrand, Oliver said. We will give you a new team name, a new mascot. We will even throw you a theme night. It will be personalized. It will be personalized. It will be personalized and it will be bespoke. I promise we will just put just as much time, energy, and research into this as we do exposing the dark underbelly of America's criminal justice system, arguably more. And we will do this in the spirit of your team city and the league in which you belong. So he has offered, on behalf of his show and himself, they will fund and research and develop an entire rebrand for a minor league team. There were a few conditions. Teams that are interested in this offer are not allowed to ask questions or give any notes. And they are required to follow through what the show gives them. And they have a taker. So we have the Lake County Captains, the high A team for the Cleveland Guardians, has said, do your worst, my friend. Do your worst. So this was recent, so I am excited to see what they come up with. Honestly, it can't be, like, I don't know if they can go crazier than a lot of the things that already exist, but the idea of John Oliver renaming a team and funding its rebrand is so exciting. And my friend DK, producer DK, had a great idea. And I want to tell you about some of the crazy stuff that I did in minor league, some of the crazy things I've seen. So, one, you guys know about the special uniforms. They don't do them as much in the big leagues, like City Connects kind of, but there was a version of City Connects in AAA in the International League when I was there last. In 2016, rehabbing, in 2018, coming back from Tommy John surgery. The Rochester Red Wings were the Rochester Plates on Thursday. Now, anyone from New York will know this. Anyone who isn't from the state of New York will probably not know this, but each of the cities in Western New York is known for a type of food. Rochester is the hot plate. Hot plates are a bunch of crap piled together on a plate. It's kind of a garbage plate. It's like home fries and ground beef and gravy. You can put whatever you want on it. It's to be honest, I'm a glutton and I eat garbage. It's not my thing, But certain people love it. So we were the Rochester Plates. We had a jersey that had literally, it was just like layers of random crap in the center of a white jersey. And Buffalo was the salt, or we had the Buffalo salt potatoes. They weren't the wings for some reason. And then Syracuse, or was Syracuse the salt potatoes? No, the Buffalo was the wings, and Syracuse was the salt potatoes, which is literally boiled. It's just potatoes in briny water. Boiled. It's just baked potatoes in briny water. They're delicious, I will say that. Salty potatoes are so good. But they had they had chicken wings on theirs, and the other one had just a bunch of potatoes. It was like, so that's the type of thing you get. You get these uniforms that are made out of plastic, and they're awful. They're the hottest things ever. They're always way too big, and I hated them. And you know who pitched on plates night? Pretty much every single time he pitched? This guy. So that was one dumb thing. Another thing, there was one time where the on-field entertainment in Bowie, Maryland, the AA affiliate of the Baltimore Orioles, was a monkey riding a dog. Let me say that one more time. The on-field entertainment between innings was what they called the monkey rodeo, and it was a capuchin monkey strapped to the back of a dog, a trained dog that would run in patterns, and then the monkey would be then rewarded with graham crackers. So, yeah. I also, in that same stadium, not the same series, but in that same stadium, I met Carlton from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So it was awesome. It was weird, but it was awesome. And then one of my favorite gimmicks that I ever saw, one of my favorite mascot deployments, or the thing they tried to get going that just fell flat and was maybe the funniest thing I've ever seen. In Fort Myers, Florida, the Twins, this is when I was with the Phillies when I saw this, the Twins were the Fort Myers Miracle, and they did not draw well at their spring training stadium. It's so hot, no one was ever there. There was nobody in the stands. And for, I believe, a season or two, the lights would come on at some point during the day, right? They had a mascot named Sparky the Miracle Hamster. Okay, now you're wondering, what the hell is Sparky? So about the fourth inning every game, Sparky would we'd see him walking outside of the fence. You could see like the top of, so it was a dude in a full hamster uniform in the middle of summer in Florida. So it's a dude, like he's in a full mascot, like he is a brown hamster. And you can see his little ears bobbing up and down, and we're like, what is happening? So between the inning or whatever, when they need the lights to come on, they're like, all right, guys, all right, fans, it's time. We gotta get the lights going. Sparky, are you ready? And you see Sparky kind of come up these stairs, and you look, and there's a big wood wheel. Over the center field wall. And they go, Sparky, go. There's no one there. It's like the dugouts going, go, Sparky, go. And it's just a dude in a wheel doing this. He's like, and it was like, and then he'd stop and walk forward, go, Sparky. And the lights would come on and be like, great job, Sparky, over the PA system. And he turned and went like this. And nobody cheered. There was like, actually, it was like this. It was like this. And I had tears running out. I was like, that's the funniest thing I've ever seen. I love Sparky. Unfortunately, when we came back that week, he was not there. So just so you know, minor league teams, they need you. If you live in a minor league city, go to more games. They need you so bad. It's bleak out here sometimes. So yeah, and then now we have banana ball, and everyone's like, man, I should have thought of that. You cannot find that on the internet. It's probably because there's a chance, belligerent, that was a thing for maybe a series. They might have tried it a little bit. It was like 98 degrees. There was a dude in a hamster costume. I swear to God, this happened. My teammate Jim Murphy was like, I cannot believe that just happened, and it was awesome. So That was one of the greatest things that ever happened to me, but I think it was really short-lived because I believe the next year we went back because I went to that league again and the wheel was gone. So yeah, it was just some intern kid. But yeah, so interesting. But that kind of brings us to this. By the way, John, I can't wait to see. We will check in. When this happens, we'll check in with it. We'll do a follow-up.